This is such a mental fuck. Like, I can't even explain how fucked up my mind is and how my operating system works, with me having to figure out how to operate around this mechanism that prevents me from completely accessing and doing the real, like, arithmetic with my mind, there's something blocking it. It's there. I know it's there. It's just, there's this fucking block, man. And it's so extremely difficult because you go your whole life and you've been like, 100 different people. You've been at literally 100 different people in your life. And I got rid of all of those false selves, those ego trauma induced false selves, right? And I said it was like a book, like thumbing through like a book, like that of identities that I got rid of. And that was over a year ago now. Was that 2 years, a year and a half, 2 years ago that I got rid of that? A year and a half, I think. But I've been dealing with this thing that is still there, and I couldn't figure it out, but I knew it was there. And I never once in any of my videos, I don't think I did. And if I did, let me know where I said it, so that way I can go back and try to see where my mind was at, or what I was thinking, or what might have influenced me to say it. But that's why I don't think I've ever said that this was caused by like demons or evil spirits or anything like that, because although it presents as such like demon possession, or the spirit world fucking with a physical person, right, like you would see in a movie. But it wasn't like that. It was like, man, that's just such an easy, cheap out, to just have an explanation. So I was very patient and very patient and very patient. And when I least expected it, my answer came to me just recently. And I now know what it was. I now know the control mechanism, by which I have been locked out from access to my own facilities, the faculties of my mind. The extreme alcoholism. I mean, I would go days. It was normal for me to go days without eating. I mean, just like munching on something little here or there, like a couple fries or something, but otherwise it was just alcohol, all the time, drunk all the time. And it just doesn't add up. There's something different going on here. I told the story last year of when Aiden had his first seizure at that wrestling tournament, and the paramedic, as soon as he saw me, I'm having a panic attack, and he runs up to me and gets on top of me and is like pushing, getting in my face while I'm bent down and over, and I'm going to bed, and he's just attacking me. And it's the same thing. It's that parasite. I'm telling you that this is what I've been seeing in these people my whole life, that I can't explain. That otherwise I'd have to say they were demon possessed. But it's like that parasite. Like, it knows it's communicating. So when that parasite saw me, like, they want me destroyed. This place wants me destroyed. You guys don't even fucking know. If you never, ever in your life have any inkling that you were a targeted individual, or you've never gone through anything weird, or you've never had any of this shit happen to you, then you have no fucking clue. So don't even sit there and try to armchair quarterback. Just shut the fuck up and just use my shit as your fucking entertainment, you faggot. But if you have ever gone through any of these things, and I mean, this is on the daily. I've been dealing with this shit my whole fucking life. Like walking in between to be able to see both worlds, right? Fucking stupid, man. But yeah, so now I'm getting, and now it's all making sense. And you know, by utilizing these parasites as mechanisms of control in family units and generationally, it just explains how people, you can talk to people and they know that the food, that the stuff, things they were putting in their mouth, you can show them everything. And they know that they're chemically killing themselves and that there's no good, no nutrition but they still do it. And it's like, where is that coming from? You know, and we laugh it off. And like, that's the thing, guys, is that all this comedy and this laughing things off and thinking, oh, nonchalant, oh, it doesn't matter. Then I'm telling you, that's the devil playing tricks on you, bud. Yeah, trying to act like all this shit doesn't matter and it's all a fucking joke, and you just sit back and bide your time, and the politics is going to work itself out, and the government's all fix the shit, and everything's going to be fine, the economy's going to get better, and they're going to give you back the strength of your dollar. And you know, you're fucking stupid, man. I don't have time for ignorant, stupid cocksuckers like that. You know what I mean? Like, if you can't even grasp what I'm getting across, like, I'm a dead man. I should have been dead a long fucking time ago. They used me. They abused me. They used me up until I realized I was dying. My alcoholism was killing me. When I quit drinking 3 years ago, over 3 years ago now, my alcoholism was killing me. A year and a half leading up to when I quit drinking, I was blacking out every single time I had alcohol. It didn't matter if I had 4 beers or if I had 40 beers. It did not fucking matter. I blacked out every single night for a year and a half, no matter how much I drank. Not only that, but the last 6 months or so of my drinking, not only was I experiencing that, but I couldn't drink any more than 4 to 7 beers. And I mean, I'd be like this, trying to hold my fucking eyes open. I couldn't even hold my eyes open after I drink 2 beers and I'd feel okay. And then as soon as I get the 3rd beer, I just crash, bam. And so I spent 6 months of dealing with that and the thing. And then, yeah, and I quit, and they've wanted me dead. This system wants me dead because I am no longer feeding. I used to feed it 24/7. I'd feed this machine my energy, my attention, my focus. I'd just stay fucking rotten, drunk, and work and fuck and fight, and that was it. You know, and then hang out with kids, and then people call me a good dad, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm doing everything right. Stay drunk, right? And I'm telling you, man, this is not, it's not human. There's no organism in the world that's going to self-destruct itself like this. And you can't just blame it on the psychology aspect of living in these bad environments and say that that's causing people to do these things. There's another mechanism involved, and that mechanism is the parasitical bacterial infections that they're intentionally putting and breeding. These parasites, guys, they will, when their host is dying and they know they need to find a new host, these parasites are so incredibly intelligent, they will make a carbon copy of themselves to put into the next, to keep on living. And so they're doing that, and that's what I'm saying. That's how generationally this shit gets passed down. I am telling you right fucking now that when I plug this parasite bacteria thing into all the questions, just about 95% of the questions I have about my existence and my experiences in this fucking hellhole and the crazy shit that I have not even mentioned half to anybody, because it's like nobody believes any fucking word I say anyways. Or they laugh it off and they think it's just a fucking joke. And it's like, hey, he's good for a story. He's good for entertainment. He's going to fucking lose it one day, though. You know, you guys have no idea what a tortured individual is. You guys have no idea what somebody who's just been fighting to survive against things living in him, around him, being influenced to just crush and destroy him, and just holding on to life. I don't know how I'm still alive. And I mean, the only thing I can attest to is just that responsibility that I felt like I had towards my kids. You know? And I'd go a week. Oh man, I don't even want to think about it, man. It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up, and to know that, you know, most of where I'm from lives like this, and thinks it's normal, and keeps on having kids. Like, it's just going to correct itself. Like, if you had a fucked up childhood and you're raising a child and you never fixed your shit, how do you think? I mean, I'll show you how shit works out. I got a perfect example of how shit works out. It's not going to get better on its own. You know, and then when the year 2020 hit and they locked the whole world down, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, I thought I had an imaginary tribe. I thought I had an imaginary community down here, you know, in the country, and that, you know, I thought these people were human, were like, you know, were at least able to do some kind of function of the brain by themselves, and know not to just blindly follow orders. But I saw everybody I've ever known, lockstep and in order, be told to put a face diaper on, and to fucking put poisons in their veins, and to stand 6 feet away from each other. And I was like, this isn't real. And so I lost all faith, all hope, all faith in humanity, just completely gone. It took me, you know, a few months to fully process that. And I mean, I was going off. I was going crazy. I was screaming, yelling, fucking, you fucking sheep, you dumb motherfuckers wearing that shit. I mean, I didn't give a fuck. I got threatened by old ladies, old men. I had doctors come up and fucking threaten me, oh man, it was crazy. Crazy. Nuts. Because I wouldn't comply. I wouldn't put a face diaper on. And my whole community turned against me. You know what it reminds me of? If you guys have ever watched Invasion of the Body Snatchers, whether the 90s version or the 70s version. I prefer the 70s version. I think that's a more authentic, real, like how I'm actually seeing how this shit's working. And that's what it felt like. It felt like you woke up one morning and everybody got taken over. Nobody was who you thought they were. And you know, so I guess what I'm saying is I'm just surprised I'm alive, and I fuck these armchair quarterbacks, fuck these cocksuckers who just want to look at me and go, oh, well, here, let me give my advice. I think you need to take some vitamin C and some magnesium, and I need you to do half an hour meditation in the morning and you shut the fuck up. Like I said, if you don't have any fucking clue of the pain, the utmost pain I'm talking about on a daily basis, and I'm not crying, whining, and complaining about my situation, what I've been through. The last thing my brother told me when I got his daughter, it was, Richard, you're the most abusive out of everybody. You know, and I can't deny that. I can't deny that up to that point. You know? So the reason I can speak so loudly and confidently about what this situation is because I'm living it. This is my experience. This is my life. I'm fully qualified. I'm an expert. I'm a fucking master troubleshooter at this shit. I have every fucking credential, every fucking right, and you try to shut me up. I don't know why I'm alive, and that's what I'm trying to say, is that even if I die today, and then a year from now, something clicks, and the right person sees and they're like, oh my God, this is a perfect example of what we've been talking about. And they can show people however it can benefit somebody for something, you know? Not for people to sit there and look at me as entertainment and wait, oh, I can't wait to see what happens to that idiot, you know? Not that. There's something huge going on here. There's something huge that I just figured out. I figured out the mechanism of control. I'm more pumped about finding out about this bacteria than than all that goddamn frequency stuff. Because if I can now work on getting my cells right again, getting all this poison out of me, all these foreign things out of me that do not want my benefit, and get these blocks out of the faculties of my mind, so I can access this information that's there, that I can see, but it's just like this veil that I just can't pierce and get through, because something else has priority over my own ability to get in and access my own information from my own hardware. And it's extremely frustrating. But finding out about these parasites and connecting these dots has allowed me to... It's allowed me to be able to verbalize a lot better and understand a lot better than what I was able to before. So, once I can pull myself out of this quagmire of my body being completely ran down, my energy levels being in the dirt and all of that, and I can get back my health back again to where I'm actually able to operate and function and get out of this emotional, thing where my emotions can get the better of me so easy. I'm gonna be able to put the rest of this stuff together. And it's going to be very easy, because I think we got all the mechanisms of control lined up. I think there's just an easier way to explain how it's working and to draw the parallels and comparisons between what's been going on and transpiring up to this point. But, it's just so obvious, man, and I'm not gonna give up. I mean, I'm like at the next level, just like that, it's just nothing can stand in my way. Like, that's what freaks me out the most, I think, is things that want to stand in my way and slow me down and try to divert me. Because I see it coming. I see it coming from a mile away, and it's just like, really? So, yeah, I'm looking to pulling out of this, man. I didn't end up going to work today. It was just a bad morning, bad start to the morning. I woke up at 5 or like 4:30 or 5 this morning, and the kids had gone and fucking done what I fucking asked them not to do. I didn't even ask. I told them over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then to know that I'm this sick, and then for them to just keep on doing it, like it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, no respect, complete disrespect, complete. But I know it's not them. I know it's the fucking Matrix using them, because they're not healing, because they're doing their own thing, because they're virtue signaling to each other how great they are, and all these, whatever they're doing, it's just not working. And I can see how the Matrix is using anything to try, any weakness, anything to get in and to fuck with me, because it does not want me alive. And right now, when I get like this, when I go through these things, dude, I can't deal with somebody dropping a pin on the ground in front of me. I can't deal with loud noise. I can't deal with, I lose it, because I'm on my last, it's, you guys don't understand. This is survival. I've done this dozens of times in my life. And this is how it is. I just, the human, when it feels like it's dying, or it's, life is threatened is going to be on defense. It's just like a rabbit, just like a dog that goes out in the woods. If you try to approach that motherfucker when he's laying there, he's going to lose his shit until you get away from him, you know? But you know, I couldn't have gotten this far without these kids and my buddy that I'm working for, and you know, but it's like when you really look at the reality of it, it's like, well, are they helping you, or are they just, you know, prolonging and delaying your journey? It's so hard to tell. It's just a fucked up position. I know them from their hearts and who they are as a person, but who are they? If you're living in your 95% of what you do every single day, day in and day out, is being controlled by parasites and being controlled by automatic programming, what do you even know about love? You don't know dick. So it's like, man, it's like such a brain fuck, you know what I mean? Because I'm not, look, man, I've had people that are just, it's like, wow, I wouldn't even be here without these people. But then it's like, yeah, but what would be different if I didn't have this kind of help in staying in my wicked ways, so to say, you know? Like, I mean, I'm sure all of these kids would be happy as fuck if I started, man, none of them probably want me drinking again, but they don't want me like this either, you know? It's like everybody just wants to mold you into this perfect little fuck face that, you know, that just serves them perfectly. And it's like, fuck you, cocksucker. It's not gonna fucking happen, you know? Because it's not them. These are not, what I'm trying to say is that if the person that you're talking to, the person that's corresponding with you back and forth, right? And they have all the knowledge up here, right? But they're sitting there and they're doing the same fucking things. And everything's the same. And they sit there and they can have a conversation and then they walk away and they do the same fucking thing. Same fucking thing. Same fucking thing. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, well, so it's just mouth service. And then mouth service is bullshit because you can say whatever you want and get away with it if we're all just going to honor mouth service. Mouth service is nothing. Everybody's tongues, there should be no fucking language. Everybody's tongues should be cut out. And we should be forced back to fucking having to mentally, you know, what is that called? Communicate. And, you know, because all languages is just bullshit. It's just confusing. It's just a mechanism of control. It's a mechanism of confusion. It's a mechanism of incorrect communication. And so many other things. Like I've said over and over again, all they do in this world, this matrix does, is they take the natural, they package it, put it in a pretty package, advertise it, and then they sell it to you. So everything's free. The internet's free. The fucking everything's free, guys. It's just they've packaged it and sold it to you. In what they've done is they've inserted a Trojan horse in all of it. The food's fake. The food's chemicals. The fucking entertainment's all fucking parasite and sexually, you know, carnally. You're the lowest fucking of low desires and root desires and animal instinct behavior is all in your entertainment. Your government is nothing but lies and bullshit and two-faced and horseshit. You know, it's all the same, guys. They're just repackaging everything. You can govern yourself, or you can let them govern you, so that way you can work in their system and earn a bunch of money and be fucking entertained by all their bullshit. And that's what they've done. They've gotten everybody to trade their lives in, their freedom, their sovereignty, and who they authentically are in for fucking to be a wage slave. You know what I mean? And chase that whole fucking hamster wheel, never ending. So yeah, I don't know. I just, man, I'm trying to hang on over here, and I'm not trying to be mean to people, but I'm not stroking anybody's ego. I don't love anybody's fucking parasite controlled self. I don't love that about anybody. If you're parasitically and controlled, I don't love that about you. I don't love it about you. Be your authentic self. Be yourself. Stop talking, start doing. Show that you're human, you know? It's really fucked up, man. It's really fucked up. I just know that, you know, what, if you want to run around and say you love, oh, and you just want to be wrapped up in love, and you just want everything to be love, and everything to be peace and love and like and good and all of this shit, right? But if you're living, like I said, 95% of your waking time is spent in parasitical ecstasy, feeding parasites and doing what they automatically programmed you to do, just automatically go to work and do your job and fucking stuff your face with poisons and your ears and your eyes and your skin with poisons and just, you know, what is that? Okay, well, if that's you, then who are you to say that you love somebody? Who are you to say that you have any clue what love is? If that's what you do to yourself, is just poison and kill yourself and destroy, self-destruct yourself. And then you're gonna go, don't tell me you love me, you're doing that shit to yourself. Fuck, stay away from me, love me from far away. You know what I mean? But, and that's just what I'm getting down to. All this fucking lip service, all this fucking, you know, virtue signaling and oh, well, if we're just nice to each other, you know, and then automatically cutting people out just because they're mean because you can't handle the fucking truth and you can't handle fucking, you know, conflict and whatever else, and you just are so comfortable and you want to hide in your little fucking fag closet and do your little fag shit on your own little fag time and think that the world's just gonna fucking, you know, get better. Or it's just going to leave you alone. And then what's going to happen? You're going to die. And then what's going to happen? Well, you're going to be so in love with that fucking fag closet you were hanging out in your whole life. They're going to be like, hey, you miss your fag closet, don't you? You're like, yeah, I do. It's safe in there. And they're going to send you right back to the fag closet, you dumb motherfucker. It's just extremely frustrating, man. It's like why does any of this shit need to be said more than once? You know? I mean, that's how insane of a world we live in. That's how insane this shit's gotten. That's how parasitically controlled people are, that they can know and say and repeat these things and still live in this lunacy like it's nothing. Like it's fucking normal. Like they say they want it to end, but they sure as hell are fucking enjoying the shit out of it while it's here. You know, hypocrites. That's a hypocrite. And again, it's all just comes back to me, you know, being the biggest hypocrite of all. Like my brother said, the biggest abuser of all. And knowing that I need to make these physical changes, which means, you know, giving all this shit up and you know, leaving this shit behind and walking that Christ walk, walking that walk, that higher self walk that I know I should be walking as a eternal, all-knowing, all-powerful soul that's connected to everything on the spirit level. But no, I'm acting like I'm a goddamn fucking rat in a cage that's fucking being attacked constantly, you know? So it's that whole cognitive dissonance in dealing with it and processing it and you know, trying to have that patience, but then walking that line of having the patience, but at the same time, you know, what is patience? Patience is just delaying shit. Patience is just delaying shit that should be, you know, fucking taking place anyways, you know? So it's just a real fucking mind fuck, and especially when you're coming out from being attacked like that for a week or two and just having extremely low energy levels and everything else, you know, it makes it extremely difficult. But no, again, you know, I do these videos, I just want people to see everything. I mean, this isn't, Anybody else would be embarrassed putting shit like this out, but I just don't give a fuck. Like I said, I'm a dead man walking. I shouldn't even fucking be here. What is my goddamn fucking purpose on this fucking piece of shit? You know what I mean? So, you know, I have nothing to lose. I just think that my story is so fucking out there, dude, that it needs to be fucking documented as much as possible and told by the fucking horse's mouth, you know? Because again, you know, when I realized a couple years ago, when my brother, my mom, they were all just going to let me die and fucking tell whatever story they wanted about me. And it was like, I mean, it's just like that abandonment, you know, that constant just fucking like, wow, man, wow, you know, really? You know, I was that much of an inconvenience. You guys were so comfortable living in your lies that you were literally just playing games to my face and then fucking, you know, just waiting for me to die so you could tell your version of what my story is, which is nowhere near the truth, which is completely fucked. But that's why I'm doing this, man, because I do need to get this story. The story just has to be fucking, and I gotta be that fucking squeaky goddamn wheel that just fucking won't shut the fuck up. As long as I'm still rolling, bitch, I'm gonna fucking make noise. You know? I mean, goddamn, I came out of hiding after 2 months and fucking sick as a dog back on this motherfucker. Tell me I'm afraid to fucking put myself out there. My story's just too weird not to be told. And I know I'm not the only one. I know there's other people that go through it. Like I said, I mean, I know my brother and my sisters all have the same parental parasite that was passed to me. We're all dealing with that. I've seen it in all of us now. Now I know exactly what it is. It's not a demon. It's not some fucking spirit shit. It's goddamn a fucking physical, microscopic fucking biological mechanism by which this matrix is using to control people. And you can't tell me I'm wrong. You can't tell me these are all separate things, and they're not perfectly working together, because these mechanisms of control are all work perfectly hand in hand together to accomplish the same goal on us. The government is parasitical. The government comes from the Latin goober, to control, and mente, mind, to control your mind. Parasites control your fucking body, your mind, your functions, your desires, your thoughts, your emotions. Frequencies. You're completely controlled by the frequencies around you. The monetary system, the way how perfectly that works, the way they shut the whole world down at the same time. I mean, if you are like, yeah, well, all this shit is happening, yeah, you're right about all that, but none of it's related. It's just all coincidence and just the way, you know, men making stupid decisions and just the way we're headed because we're a dumb species. No, you stupid motherfucker. You keep on telling yourself that because you're a dumb, ignorant fuck who doesn't even deserve oxygen. All you're doing is feeding fucking this system, if that's the way you think you're a dumb cocksucker. This shit is so intricately linked and being played out by a script, perfectly by a script. And the script allows for contingencies, but this script plays out so fucking perfectly, it's unfucking real. And I'm talking everything from your sports, from your stats for your quarterbacks to your team stats, to everything, to the score, to everything is perfectly aligned to your entertainment, the days it comes out, the gematria that the title equals, the movie stars who play in it. Everything is so perfectly scripted and aligned in order to feed energy back into this matrix and worship this matrix and serve serve its purpose that it's unreal. It blows your fucking mind when you understand how it all is just so intricately tied and working together. And again, and all it does for me is just, again, it's a testament to how unfucking believably how powerful we must truly be if it takes all of these mechanisms of fucking control to hold a cocksucker down, man. I'm telling you right fucking now, there is something going on. We are the most powerful motherfucking thing that's ever fucking even been known to exist anywhere, on any plane, any level, period. Because nothing has ever worked so hard to hold something down in its life as that we are being held down. As the human soul is being crushed, being magnetically attached to a physical avatar, biological avatar, that is being fucked with by a biological energy system that exists in this realm. So, you know I talk crazy and I talk fucking loud and mean and fucking everything else, but god damn it, the only reason I do it is because you dumb ignorant cattle can't fucking understand how powerful you are. And you keep selling yourself short and like, I hate this body, I hate this fucking mind, I hate all my limitations. Well, you eat your poisons and you fucking put your poisons all over your body and you worship the fucking shit and whatever you want to worship. Fucking, there's not one animal on the earth that walks around with its tail tucked between its legs, looking at everything like, I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy. The only ones that do are the ones that have been struck down and beat by their masters prior to being dumped on the side of the road. It's a learned behavior. You will not be rewarded for your fucking virtue signaling. You will not be rewarded for your fucking empty fucking vanity, your empty fucking morals and ethics you fucking love to mouth that you have while you sit there and live the life of a fucking parasitical fag. And I don't mean fag as gay. I mean fag as in you're fucked up, you dumb motherfucker. That's how we used to call it back in the fucking day. Fag was fucking, you're just a dumb motherfucker. Fucking faggot. Yeah, they've got us played out, man. They've got us played the fuck out, and still my system keeps going. Still I get attacked. Still I pull through. Still I'm still here. Still I'm still fucking vocally fucking these cocksuckers. I'm not gonna stop till I die. I'm telling you right fucking now. Trying to document this shit, and I just hope, because I relate to nobody. I hear nobody going through anything that I've ever gone through. It'd be nice to have one other motherfucker, you know. Not that I need it, but it'd just be nice to know. Just a weird, fucked up life, man.